purity of the organization spiritually. God's servants study the Bible, and Jehovah's standards are discussed at their meetings, their assemblies, and their conventions. So Christians are in a position to know what God requires of them. Disfellowshipping or expulsion takes place only if a member in the congregation unrepentantly engages in gross sin. Spiritual cleanliness is of the utmost importance. See, the congregation has to remain clean and maintain God's favor in order to be used by Him and to represent Him. So since we need to know what God requires of us, He set up an educational system for us, which brings us to our third point. See, Jehovah provides much for us. He hasn't left us to fend for ourselves by any means. Now, the academic world, they place too much emphasis on a certain type of education. Can you guess what that is? It's secular education. See, what they fail to realize is that focusing too much on secular education is as useless as decorating a sinking ship as it's going down into the ocean. But we know our God is very much in favor of continuing education, but the right type is the important part. See, under God's kingdom, we will never stop learning. Theocratic education is what we want, and it's exactly what we get under this kingdom. We have numerous Bible-based publications that teach us how to benefit ourselves. We're very recognized for the Watchtower and the Awake magazines. But God's kingdom offers a vast curriculum that goes far beyond these two magazines. We know it all starts with their daily Bible reading, every single day. We have our personal study where we do research that's appropriate with what we need at the time on a personal level. This is where we can pour out our heart to Jehovah and really communicate Him without distraction. In a family, each one benefits from being taught how to define their God-assigned role. From the father to the small children, we all have roles from Jehovah. The family worship arrangement is how we deal with the needs of our family on a very intimate level. We tailor the duration and the difficulty level uniquely for our family, whatever our situation is. And this applies if we're single, we're married, maybe we have an elderly parent or grandparent living with us. That's the family in family worship. See, we're encouraged to make this enjoyable and something that all members of our family will look forward to. The reason is because this is something that's so vital to our family's spiritual success. So moving on, every week at the Kingdom Hall, there is a Bible-based educational system every single week. One night a week, Jehovah's Witnesses hold a meeting with the purpose of uncovering treasures from the Bible, to train us to be effective preachers and teachers of the good news, and to help us apply what the Bible says about living as Christians. This improves our reading, our speaking, and our comprehension skills, and there are far more benefits than that. Now, there's a corresponding meeting generally on the weekend where we have a public discourse, such as the one being given right now. Following this will be a consideration of the study edition of the Watchtower, where we can upbuild and encourage each other with comments. So if we stopped right there, that's a very nice educational program, but it doesn't end there. We can't list all of them, but we have annual meetings, assemblies, conventions. There are other courses that are made available for people depending on different needs and different situations. There are programs available to you whether you're single, married, maybe even trying to learn a new language. What about newly interested ones? Free home Bible education is extended worldwide. Several million Bible studies are conducted every week around the world. See, there's a vast education work for new ones.